What is up, everybody? It's your
Woohoo!
boys Gin and Juice back at it again. And today, there's scams going on in the hobby. We'll get to that in a moment, but we'll let everybody trickle in. Hope everybody's good. Addison, Panini's biggest game of all time. Love the thumbnail, says Aaron. Rock Cars is in the house. Metaverse says, yeah, they've been setting up boxes, packs for the biggest rippers and breakers. I don't know about all that, but we can get into it. Just buy singles. I do agree with just buy singles. Sports card show, loot box, what's up? Serving up Gin and Juice rolling. Yo, what's up, buddy? I'm actually going to talk with Sports Card Show tomorrow. If you guys follow their site, make sure you go check it out. Their YouTube, click on his name. Give him a follow. I'll be there tomorrow, 9 o'clock, answer some questions. Might be able to get Gin over there too. We'll talk a little bit after that, but yeah, go from there. Let's see here. Hello, everybody. What's up, man? Scams and sports and TCD. Yep. What up with the scam? Well, we'll find out. Brandon says, Loot Box. What's up? What's up? Already bought NT and follows. Got one card. Shaking my head. That $80,000 jack move was as much on the buyer as the seller. Whoa. What do you mean by that? What happened there? We're just seeing a lot of scams around here. We got a couple that I do want to bring up on topic. First one's going to be a video our good friend Run Good did. Make sure you follow Run Good Life. We did a box battle with them not too long ago. And like a bracket challenge with 502 Frank. Really good guy. But for instance, his story is he basically purchased a ton of national packs from Still City Collectibles.
The silver ones. He bought 40 of them.
40 of them. And apparently they are easily weighed. And the 40 that he purchased did not have any hits. And you're like, okay, it's bound to happen. You can't always do that, but none of them had any hits. They were all base cards, no numbered cards, no autos, and nothing. And then when you watch a lot of their breaks, a lot of their breaks are loaded with silver packs. I mean, absolutely loaded with silver packs.
I saw one with 10 packs, got 10 foils.
Right. It's absolutely insane. Now, one or two, one-offs where if you go buy 10, you get 10 packs with nothing in it. I can kind of understand that because we buy a bunch of crap all the time that we shouldn't be buying. And then all of a sudden, we don't get any hits. We've seen it a lot with Pokemon. But when you buy 40 packs and you get nothing, and then all of a sudden somebody else buying from the same company, but in their own breaks, gets massive pulls, something fishy is going on. So I'm not going to really do it too much justice by just talking about it, which we do want to talk about it a little bit. But I highly recommend that you all go watch it. I'll share the video in the channel. Make sure you go watch it after the live stream. Obviously, stick around, let's chat. But I highly recommend you put it on your list of videos to watch, and definitely check it out because it's very eye-opening. Very eye-opening. And so we'll get to that. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about that a little bit later. But there's also another big thing in the hobby that just happened. And I see a couple people kind of putting some chats in here about it, but there's also a massive box break at the National.
There was two.
There was two
at the National regarding box openings.
But the one I'm talking about is going to be the Fleer opening that's been making its rounds as of late because that's on top of mind for a lot of people. And that Fleer opening had a bunch of packs that believed to be resealed because a lot of packs were in alphabetical order. A lot of players were out of order from what they normally are.
And that gum was very suspicious. And we know because we opened a pack of 86 Fleer and my gum was stuck to, what was it? The
Charles Barkley.
The Barkley card. Yeah. So we know a little thing about old gum from 20 years ago.
We know a lot about the gum. We barely know about the cards, though.
Yeah.
Remember, we're not the experts here.
But we know about, we're gum experts.
We're gum experts. But one of the things that's there, like there's a certain pattern. So when you open up these packs, these older packs, especially from that time frame. There's a certain pattern that goes along with it. It's how it was printed and so forth. So a lot of people understand the pattern. You could tell there's a sequence of cards leading up to a Jordan, and a
Well,
lot of the
the problem was those wax were very. You could search them without opening them, or you could easily open them and reseal them like they were done.
yeah, and there's a lot of conversations going on about that particular box and how Baseball Card Exchange, again, that's another big time company that has validated a box by putting the wrap on it, and the box ended up with a lot of questions. The Logan Paul first edition base set box, which Jen and I are really probably, if we were experts at anything, it would be more on the Pokemon side, but we understand that area a little bit more. So that was a big debacle. And then this particular piece, not understanding 100% with the Fleer piece, but it looks like maybe the seal was already there and someone opened up the seal. There's been a lot of things going on about that.
Well, I was told that the 86 Fleer boxes were actually not. So the case was sealed, but the inner boxes were actually not sealed.
Oh.
So technically, you could say Baseball Card Exchange did authenticate that the box, the cards, the packs, and the cards, and all of that was authentic. And then, or I think someone said that I think Polk said that the box was a composite box, and everyone knew that it was actually a composite box. I'm not sure if that was just a replacement box or anything like that, but obviously, if you look, I mean, if they're that easily resealable and they kept the authentic cards in there, I could see how Baseball Card Exchange would authenticate that they were authentic. Maybe you wouldn't be able to say if they were searched or not, but obviously this is not a good look for them, especially after the Logan Paul incident, this one, and then now it brings into question anything that they've ever graded and sealed and said was authentic. Yeah. Like, how do you know if your box that you're sitting on is authentic, or if someone's trying to buy it from you as a buyer, would you be confident in saying like, oh, Baseball Card Exchange authenticated it, so it must be legit after these two kind of big scandals? So
yeah, it's rough, right? It is definitely rough, and it's so hard these days to put your name on anything. Also at the National, we saw a first year Prism basketball box be opened, and I believe it was on a Whatnot stream or something.
Network stream.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Network stream. And the individual opened up the box and it was not Prism basketball. It was completely a different other
Austin ECG. Powers.
Yeah, Austin Powers, I think it was. Had nothing to do. First year Prism. This is a $10,000-$12,000 box, if not more. And again, just scam. So there's been a lot of big scandals just in the past month of just things going on. And it just goes to show you that how desperate some individuals are to make a buck these days.
Well, we saw it with Pokemon too, right? Like when money gets involved and it's large sums of money, it becomes very enticing for people to try to scam and to make fake and to do all of that, right? Like the sealed case of first edition booster boxes, whoever did it planned that someone would never open it, right? And then somebody actually did. Some ballsy person actually bought it and opened it, after everyone was like, it's fake, these things don't match up. And then, I mean,
agreed. So let's that's the topics we want to talk about tonight, but let's get back to the first topic. And I'm gonna tag a particular comment because it's interesting. So it's going to be from Sports Card Show, and he's talking about the silver and gold packs. There's about them being shady. They start with VIP guests and get searched and weighed right away. So here's the thing. Here's a perfect example of when you're let's say like not necessarily a distributor, but a card shop or someone that's buying these products and you're going to go resell them. You don't know how many hands these have gone through, because to his point, the only way you're able to get national packs is being at the national. The only way you're able to get gold packs is being VIP guests at the national. So all these cards are either or these packs are either way beforehand. Because remember, there's only 2 cards typically in these packs.
And then the memorabilia is thick, so those are stand out, right? Obviously, so those are easily you just pull them out to the side, and you keep all the mems, and then the autos and stuff can go.
The autos are going to weigh a lot more because of the ink that they use to sign their name. So you're going to be able to identify these packs very quickly. So now it becomes, okay, as a card shop or owner, do I go out and buy these packs and sell them through my shop? And personally, I wouldn't. Now, Steel City Collectibles is, I don't know if they have some type of connection to distributing. They are huge when it comes to buying and selling packs, right? And a ton of product in general. And in this scenario, when you have a ton of these packs and the look that they are representing by selling packs on their own website for breaking, and those packs be absolutely loaded, and then individuals buying packs and they're just horrid. I mean, spending $800, that Run Good video.
He spent 16 because total
correct
for everything.
Total,
yeah.
So he spent $1,600 total, 800 of which we saw, and they were absolutely nothing inside. But then you tune in to Steel City Collectibles live stream where they're selling packs. And I mean, they pull it out in bulk because you have to buy at least a 10-pack minimum or something like that.
Yeah, it was like a 10-pack bundle in their envelopes.
And then all of a sudden, they are getting massive hits, 10 hits in a row. It just doesn't make any sense. Definitely something shady going on there. For me, for instance, Steel City Collectibles has to come out and say something. I personally will never buy from them again. I have purchased a handful of things.
I wouldn't buy anything like those, like things that can be easily searched. Other products, I mean,
it does. You get your Bible. I get it.
You know, things can be questionable. So but I mean,
that's just shady business practice. At some point,
I wouldn't want to support someone who does shady business practices like that. So it comes down to the ethical standpoint of things. It's like, come on, really? I mean, you made money, and so is that is like that really your motivational drive? I mean, you probably, to get those packs, I mean, you just had to buy some stuff from either, I think they had, I don't know if they had some that they were giving away at the show, because certain booths, because I think you used to have to buy the product, go to Panini, and then they would I know that they would cut the wrapping and then give you a pack or whatever the number of packs were for it, and you could trade it out that way. But I heard that some other big distributors were giving them out too. I think, I'm not sure if that was the case.
Yeah, there was a handful of individuals that, if you were a distributor or so forth, you were able to distribute a lot of those. But they stood in line. They had some type of backdoor deal. I mean, I'm not going to say the company, but there's a company that's buying points. Because the reason why I'm not going to say the company, because I haven't ran into anything shady with them. So they're still my good gracious. But when they were buying Panini points, I was able to switch them out, and they were legitimately buying Panini points and legitimately working with Panini in those exchanges, and there was nothing wrong with it. But a lot of these companies, like Steel City Collectibles, with how big they are, they have, not necessarily special treatment, but they have connections to where they can potentially get additional items, which is definitely interesting.
Trent, do you know if Pac-Man did get his packs from Steel City, or because I saw it's like one of because I know he did. I did watch his opening, and he did get 10 crazy packs of stuff. They were loaded, but I just didn't know where he got them. If he actually did just trade them into Panini, and then he got them himself, and then they just happened to be, it just happened to have the luck of the draw, like the 1% or 0.1% chance of having 10 packs with all bangers, or if he got them.
Hey, and here's my comment on your last part too.
He said he got them from the booth.
Okay, so I agree with if influencers are in on it, that's not very good because I understand from an influencer how you want to make content. It's something that I go, sleepless at night coming up with different content and different ideas and trying to be different and so forth um, all the time. But if there are, influencers that are involved knowingly, it sucks. With Pac-Man, I don't
I
know
don't
if
think
he
he's going to be
knew.
the I don't think he's going to be the type to say, "Hey, look, I want to do content, give me loaded packs." Like he's not the type that
Maybe they
would
saw an opportunity to give him loaded packs.
Yep. I think
Um,
that might have been the case.
and they took advantage of him, especially when it was there. And by means, advantage is not maybe like the 100% the right word to use, but I meant like in the sense of, hey, this guy's an influencer. If we give him loaded packs, he could open them up and they could be bangers, and he's giving us a shout out.
Mhm.
Um, and there's been plenty of times where Drew and I have been offered, hey, if I give you guys a bunch of stuff, would you guys shout me out? And at the end of the day, we decided not to because they're going to be loaded product just for us, and it wouldn't be the right representation of that product. And I know Pokey Revs of the world, if any of you watch Pokemon, uh, Pokey Rev says it all the time. So it's kind of difficult to put any type of like that type of blame on an influencer unless they know. If we find out they're in the know, by all means, like you can't be doing that stuff, man. That's ridiculous.
Ooh, Trent was the guy who opened the first off the line contenders with us.
Oh, Trent, let's go.
Nice. What up? What up?
That's dope. That's coming up soon. First off the line contenders. Let's go. First off the line origins. Ooh, I like origins a lot. I like origins a lot.
But I do
Yeah,
like
that's cool.
contenders because they got the on card auto.
Oh, there we go. Pac-Man was at the National, I think, at the VIP party. I suspect he got his direct from Panini, which sport the tinfoil. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense. And like at that point, Panini's the one handing them out too. Like, do you know as an influencer that these could be weighed right away? Probably, but I don't think he's sitting there doing it. He's probably got way too many things on his plate just to even think about it that way. So again, if there was any actual proof that an influencer was taking something like that and like doing it, then that's when you condemn somebody.
Well, it's like the same conversation we had when we talked to Rare Edition, right? They were like, "Oh, if you guys had just told us, that you were sending stuff in, we would have just, expedited your order through." And I kind of said, like, that's kind of why I didn't want to let anybody know that I was sending things in, just because, I don't want our influence to influence people. And we want to be able to give an honest review. So I didn't want them to say, "Oh, these are loot boxes cards. Let's just give them all tens and then, make it really epic for them. And then it looks good for us," and things like that. So I remember talking with over there at, was it Alex?
Yep. Alex,
Yep.
he's
And
amazing.
Alex was like, "Oh, hey, I remember those cards coming through. I just didn't know that they were yours." And I was like, "Yeah, I kind of want to keep everything a little low key and kind of just buy it and see, how things go, whether it's submitting cards here or buying products off people. We just want to make sure that it's kind of under the radar, just in case. I don't want people to try to influence what we get."
And I got a couple of comments on that as well. But real quick, Chaos Dragon with a $10 super chat. Chaos, you never need to give us money, my friend. Okay, the boy's looking a little older with a mature look. Are you talking about my gray hair, buddy? Because that's not really fair.
Has Chaos not seen us in a while?
Maybe not, but I got a ton of gray hair.
He hasn't been supporting our channel.
So it's and there's the little $10 thanks, Chaos, again, buddy.
Love it.
Back to just products in general and like potentially opening up stuff. I think we're a prime example. We do not get, like, a lot of people like, oh, they get free stuff from Panini or these card shops. We do not get free stuff from anybody.
I'll tell you what, we might, the best we get is we might get first dibs at any of the products that come in, and then we may, if we're able to, they might give us a deal. Now, a deal is like a little bit off the top, then they're gonna sell, but never at cost or under cost. I guarantee you, we've never received, maybe one product we received, maybe Eminence.
Reorder cost is something different than cost on the original product from
Panini Direct. Yeah.
So
I think the only thing that we might have gotten a super good deal on was the case of Eminence, but obviously that was Eminence. But everything else, all of our shops always give us a good deal or first dibs. But like I said, they're
not losing money on us.
They're not losing money on it. Yeah.
And even those go for the flawless boxes. When we open up flawless or national treasures, and the flawless box I opened up at Culture Collision was literally $21,000. Literally.
So our prices might be under the maybe the market average or the going price at that time, because obviously they know, hey, let's give them a deal. They don't need to be paying these double triple prices that some places are doing, and they give it to us at a reasonable price.
And yes, all you guys saying, wow, you paid that? Yes, I am a dumbass that paid that much money. Thankfully I pulled a Herbert and that helped me out, but I am a dumbass for spending that money. Do not spend that type of money. Please do not.
Yeah, let us do it. Let us do it.
Let me take the chance for you.
Yeah. Live vicariously through us.
This is an interesting one from Caleb. Talking about backyard breaks. Gets an unusual amount of hits as well. All right, I want to talk about this one.
I did see someone else make a mention on that. Run Good's friend, who also got those national packs and got nothing out of it, did mention the triple logo man coming out of backyard breaks.
I will say this: backyard breaks orders more product than I've ever seen anybody order, and they rip 24/7. It's absolutely insane. So when the amount and type of product that they open up and rip, they're going to be on the higher end of getting epic shit.
Higher chances.
Yeah. Same with like Little Pool Man. Same with a lot of these other big time breakers that are doing it 24/7, that are getting these pulls. Latent Sports Cars, for instance, gets a ton of pulls. I think they're just not as flamboyant about it, I guess, in the sense of like this out there showboating and stuff, which is, I mean, that's not, people do it, but like backyard breaks are loud, they're in your face, they're constantly showing off, and Leighton's not. So like you're not going to see it as much, but Leighton just gets just as many big ass hits as the next guy.
Same with Blaze and all of the people. And one thing we got to say though, I see on was that Unsavory Hero says lots of people blame backyard breaks for scams. Okay, we got to say that they did make some mistakes in the past, but what people don't talk about, and I know Juice is very adamant about letting everyone know, is they give away a lot of products, but people never talk about it because it doesn't make for good content. Like, oh, no one's gonna care that they give away, like, let's say they gave away a case of a box of NT to some kid. No one's gonna care, but they cared that there was a mishap with the gold kaboom or things like that. So always remember that there's a lot more going on that we may not see, but the only things that we tend to remember tends to be those negative instances, which is just a few.
This stream is a prime example of how negativity yields more views than not. Right now we're sitting at 367 people watching the stream combined on Twitch and YouTube. Probably heavily 95% probably is on YouTube. And the only reason why we're probably this high compared to our 150 is because I put scam in the title and people want to know about the drama. So drama is always going to get more clicks. There's a lot of times where drama should be addressed. There's a lot of times you guys got to be careful that people are just creating drama to create drama. So there's always two stories. There's always two sides to the coin. You really got to take a look at it. Now, sometimes there's a lot of good people out there that talk about a lot of good things. For instance, bring up a lot of good points. For instance, like Run Good Life, his video with the Steel City Collectibles. That's a great point that should be brought and should be addressed, right? we should be talking about that, because that type of thing is something that needs to come from that, because it's very blatant with all the evidence out there that there's something fishy going on with Steel City Collectibles and these packs. And it's very unfortunate because they have been a reliable source, just like everybody else that's in that space for a long time. I think they actually lost their tops thing, by the way, from
maybe. So yeah, Backyard Breaks, obviously they're their own unique group of people. They, you may think that they're unprofessional, they're kind of wild and crazy. I get it. But I mean, at the end of the day, spend your money where you want to spend it. If you don't think that they're not reputable, they're scummy, whatever, just don't spend your money there, But I mean, and I see comments like, do you think, giving away products makes up for the mishaps? I mean, at least if you're making an effort, isn't that like the whole thing? Like, if they learned from it and then they're trying to do right, I mean,
everybody in this chat, including Jen and ourselves, we have done something that we probably wish we could take back and do differently at some point in our life.
A recent example, those was it the autos that you folded from Prism?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys were yelling at me in the background.
We thought it was funny, but at the end of the day, we saw the comments, we saw people didn't like us doing that. All right. So, we're not going to do it. I mean, you said we're never going to do anything like that ever again. And, hey, we made a mistake. We thought it'd make for good content, backfired. So, we're going to learn from that and go on to something else and create more enjoyable content for you guys.
We're going to try, at least. And we appreciate everybody being here too. These open discussions are amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's catch up with some chat here, because there's been a lot of chatters and I felt like we haven't given you guys too much attention.
Yes, definitely support your local card shops, please. Always at the end of the day.
I'm going to start around 8:25. So that was about 10 minutes ago, a little less. So if I didn't get to your chat, just re-chat it and we'll get to you. Let's see. Pac-Man is legit. He isn't the type of person to be crooked. Hey, 100%, Johnny boy. 100%. Hope you're doing good. Chaos Wasteland hook up. We know. Wink face. I wish. Pac-Man is legit. Agreed. 100%. I personally think Panini handed out loaded boxes to influencers without them knowing they were juice. I kind of agree with that a little bit, because there was a comment when I got my black box, and the comment from the guy says, "You're gonna like that one," and I was like, "What?" And when I opened it, it was a Steph Curry black box one. So I don't know if that is an indication that I was gonna like it, or the amount of points that I redeemed deserved that, because I gave up like.
Well, when I was in line, I heard that they had obviously piles of boxes, but obviously they were valued differently. So I think there was like a $50 box, a $100 box, a $200 box, a $500 box, and like a $1,000 box. And obviously the reason why they had you submit and they couldn't do walk-ups was they had looked at what your cards were going to submit, determined the value, which I would like more clarity next time from Panini about what my cards were valued at, because I didn't know. Like, they just had some spreadsheet that they had calculated some value and said, okay, his cards are worth $500. We'll give him the $500 box.
Great.
And so it's like, I don't know if it's, if my box is a $500 box, a $200 box. So a little bit more clarity next time would be great. But I know that they had different levels.
Yep. What's going to happen with Panini? Well, rumor has it they're going to get bought out or purchased by Fanatics. I don't know the intent of that. I don't know what it looks like. I personally think the government's not going to allow them to do that, because it's just way too much. They're creating a monopoly in a growing market. It's not going to make too much sense. But we'll see. Trent said 21 grand. That's more than making a year. Yeah, it was a stupid idea. And I didn't pay.
What you split it at the beginning. So it wasn't,
sure, but
and then
I paid for it at the end.
Yeah, well, you made it out. You made out okay.
I did make out okay, but I did trade for it. I split it with Dude Luck, so we split what 10-5 a piece, and then of that money, I ended up paying for the rest of the box in the trade. So did I
The
put
rollie.
all cash in it? No, but I put some valuable assets in it, including my Rolex that I could sold for cash right away. So there's that. You guys collect UFC cards at all? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we do. I got my Patty White Sparkle baby.
I got a bunch of autos. Steel City Wing National Packs is floating around 100%. Oh, we already answered that. What do we think about? Oh, sorry to deviate. But any advice on redemptions? I'm waiting on a Luca Recon auto, and it's been about 6 months. But should I be losing hope? Bro, you've two individuals here that have redemptions well into a year and a half already. We're not losing hope. So 6 months on a very popular player that does sign. I definitely don't think you should lose hope. I definitely think you should try to continue to redeem it if that's something you want to get. You could always ask for points, and hopefully they give you a decent amount of points of what they feel the value is. And if it's a card that you truly want, I would definitely stick to your guns. You're really early in the process. I know 6 months seems like a long time, but
I'd just wait it out. Honestly, if it's a Luca auto, I would wait it out. And then if you just get tired at that point, just trade it in for points.
did I miss something? Oh no, that's the other one. You guys are due for a banger. I hope so.
We are.
I hope so. We both are actually due. Typically, it's like Jen, and then a couple months later, then it's me. We're like even right now, where we're both
in a
need
dry
a banger.
spell. Yeah, we're in a bit of a dry spell.
There's a couple other videos that are going to come up. You guys are going to see. Some are good, some are bad.
I did get my Obsidian FOTL box in today.
Ooh.
So I'm hoping for a banger. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one.
I'm in a break tomorrow with Louisville Sports where I bought the Pistons in a 12-box Obsidian break. So that will be recorded for the channel.
Nothing with Panini, just the different scandals that happened at the national silver packs being weighed, and
we at least we don't think they're being weighed by Panini. It could be Panini could be a part of it. We just don't know. We just know one particular company that has been called out is Steel City Collectibles. Has Fanatics made any indication they will buy Panini? I think they've been talking about it again. It was supposed to be the news at the National.
So there's rumors whether they'll buy Panini or they've bought the manufacturing plants that Panini uses, one or the other. So we'll have to wait and see.
Tyler, I think you missed the topic that we've been talking about for about an hour.
Yep. That's the one.
You guys coming to the National next year in Chicago? Yep, we have.
Of course. Chicago, always.
Yes, sir. You boys are legit. Thank you. Hey, legends. Hey, what's up? Little pool man involved. He always pulling straight fire. I don't think he's involved in anything. I just think he's doing a really good job at his business, and he has a lot of people coming to his streams, and he's opening a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, same with Backyard Breaks. They spend a lot of money.
A lot of money we don't see.
Yeah. So I think both of those guys are crushing it. They're doing the breaks,
You know what I think it is? We're in a dry spell because we're going to save all of our luck for when we open those Marvel boxes, those Spider-Man Metal Universe boxes. We're going to be pulling so much freaking heat out of those boxes. That's why we've been on this dry spell, because they're saving it all up for August, for this month when it releases. I can't wait. Excited.
But I'm going to be in Vegas this weekend, and 2 weeks I'll be in Phoenix for the Phoenix.
So you better not spend any money in Vegas.
What are you doing for Labor Day?
I don't know. I'll have to see.
I'll take care of the room. You just get out there.
Okay, we'll see what my work schedule.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Anyway, grilled panini with turkey and cheese. Yes, Victor, I'm hungry.
Yeah, but you don't want like tomatoes, lettuce, any veggies. So
lots of people blame Backyard Breaks for scams. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. I think those people just are so hooked on the one time that really made big headline news, and they won't get over the fact or accept the fact that people can change and business can adjust, and they made up for it more than enough, I feel. I mean, damn, they're giving away a product every hour, and they're still pulling massive free hits for people. Massive free hits. Out of 5, Trevor Lawrence, they even got graded for somebody. Came back a BGS 9.5 auto 10. Out of 5, Trevor Lawrence auto for free. That's insane. That's worth, in my mind, that could be worth more than the Kaboom, Trevor Lawrence at some point.
I mean, I get it. When someone breaks your trust, it's tough it's an uphill battle. So it's not going to be an easy one. I don't expect everyone to suddenly forget about what happened, but now we got to judge people by their actions that they do now. I mean, so it's just like everyone's just watching everybody, but it's always good to give everyone a fair chance.
For sure. 100%. And again, to like the thing about the deals, like again, we spend a little bit less than the average person, but it's not like thousands upon thousands. Like if I go in and buy a box of Prism basketball and say the retail right now is $1,200, I might get it for $1,100 or $1,000, maybe $200 off. I mean, it's something that the volume that I'm buying, but it's not something like to make noise. But again, like I'm not going in there and saying, hey, we need to do this, we need to do that, or I'm not going to promote you guys. Like they're a small business too, and they're going up against distributors and money, but we talked about that stuff.
RJ 3000. Yes, that's Steel City getting called out. That's what we.
Backyard spends what? $6 to $8 million a month. They are bound to pull some cards. I know they spend a lot, but $6 to $8 million is a lot of money. You could be right, but I don't know. That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of dinero.
I'd hate to be that accountant.
You two are good dudes, dude. Trent, thank you so much. My wife was impressed by you both in person. I was too. I tried to give Juice my Cowboys cards. Buddy, I said give them to me when we get to Chicago because it might be a little warm. We might have to get some, fire going or something. We'll have the cards there to, light something quick, Thinking the same thing. I think it's because the Gruesome was probably. Oh, here we go. 502 Frank got 2 packs, and one of them got a 1-on-1. But 502 Frank got them there at the National because he was in our booth. I watched him open them up. He did get a 1-on-1 Cade Cunningham auto. Yep. Again, this is they're getting him from Panini. When Steel City gets them, how's Steel City getting them? Are they getting directly from Panini? And then are they weighing them, or are they buying already weighed packs and not knowing better? Right?
That's a good question. That could be a possibility too. Like you said, you just don't know how many hands have changed through.
So there's a lot of speculations out there. The problem that the big issue right now is there's overwhelming evidence that something did happen with Steel City Collectibles where numerous people are getting these light packs or these weighed packs, not getting hits after spending thousands of dollars opening 40, 50, 60 plus packs. And all of a sudden you tune into one of their breaks, you buy into their breaks, and someone gets a stack of 10 and they're all hits.
Foils, yep.
It doesn't make any sense, not whatsoever. I can understand 8 to 10 not getting anything, and then you get a couple bangers because they're mixed up a bit, but not that type of spread.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Although I did hear those gold packs are a little bit harder to weigh because they're all
all come with a
type of foil. Yeah. Or they all have the similar foiling.
A lot of these big breakers only get the big hits because they open so many boxes. Facts. Panini gives them the juice boxes. Facts. 100% facts.
We always used to joke that all of these big breakers used to get backdoored by Panini.
Drew, you heard him.
I know he's been upset about our comments about Backyard.
Oh, sucks to suck, bro. Big time breakers who take their shirts off when the break scene to get big hits. It's fair.
I think they're talking about that Blez one.
100%. Hey, look, here's another thing. I'm gonna just go back to this. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I will never tell you to go buy from someone if you don't want to go buy from someone, unless I'm a part of it somehow and I'm promoting it. And I would always say, hey, I'm promoting this. So if you guys don't like our comments, it's okay. I don't know where we get off, like where people can't have opinions anymore, but it's completely fine for people to have opinions. You don't like it. Oh, well. Anyway, getting back to it. If sports top 10 this week had 3 from Backyard, 1 from Leighton. Leighton isn't there every week, but Backyard always seems to be. Oh, you're talking about if sports their videos where they pull out of the big
Yeah,
hits.
the top 10 polls. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you also have to remember too that might be a little bit on the editor as well. And I'm not saying that Backyard doesn't get a lot of hits, but I'm also saying too they might be favoring one over the other. I don't know. Depending on the hit, might get better views. Who knows? But if that's an indicator, I wouldn't really go off that too much. And just in my opinion.
But I know Leighton hits a lot of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I mean, just check out their IG. I mean, they're posting like a ton of, cool stuff.
I personally think one's better at marketing than the other. Not to be a jerk about it or anything, but
and like you said, where you spend your money is important. After the stuff with Platinum Breaks, I just don't break there anymore. I don't spend my money with G over at Platinum just because, I don't think what he's doing is technically it's just been weighing on me, all of the scandals that have come out with them. So I just I just choose not to spend my money there.
There you go.
I'd rather spend my money with like Hitman.
Oh yeah, Hitman, baby. The biggest
another stream with Hitman. You're like buying into his breaks.
I'm in. I'm so in. If you guys want to see that, leave a thumbs up in chat. The biggest thing I like about Mojo, I mean, you probably mean Mojo Sports, is him giving away stuff 100%.
Oh, yeah.
He does a lot for the kids, which is cool. I love that stuff. I think that, here we go. This guy. I'm not going to click on your stuff anymore. Backyard breaks, lack of burlesque.
Like I said,
Dude, they're young.
But it's entertaining. For some people like that kind of entertainment, and it turns other people off. I mean, I don't watch their things because I think some of their antics is too gimmicky. They're over the top actions and stuff like that. I don't watch it, but that doesn't mean,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people watch us and say that stuff like, oh, these clowns don't know what they're opening, or they're just haters all the time. And it is their opinion. They're open for their opinion. It is what it is.
And we try our best to make it fun and learn about the products as best we can. That's why when we open hockey or soccer, we brought on Coach Co, because obviously we have no idea, and it's better to learn from somebody who's telling us that's a good player, he's okay, not that great, and then we can learn a little bit better. But I mean, how many soccer leagues are there? How many soccer players are there? If it's not big here, we can't really learn about it, but we try our best.
100%. I think when a mishap, potential scam doesn't affect how people look at a product giveaway. If you're scamming people, I'm not sure that giving away product makes up for it. Okay. I mean, that's fair, but what should they do in that position? Like, they openly admitted that they wish that it didn't go down the way it did. They tried to fix it the best that they could. The individual ended up getting the card. Then they gave away a bunch of stuff for it. At that point, they owned up to it. They gave thousands of dollars away. The person got the card at the end of the day, and they got a ton of negative feedback before and after they did all these things. So in that scenario, what are they supposed to do? And unfortunately, I don't think any of us have that answer, because if we were in the same position, everybody is thinking a different way. That's what I don't understand. I agree with you, like, to an extent, but what are they supposed to do? Gin and Juice, love y'all. Super cute, by the way. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Mojo does need a lot of praise. I feel that. Oh, he just said,
is this Steven?
Yeah, Steven. I just want to keep you up to date with news scans so it doesn't happen to me. Follow card porn. Follow card porn posts every scam. That's where I learned a lot of my scam from. Is card porn. I would definitely follow them on Instagram. All right, HV, you earned a little respect back by posting this.
That one I'll agree. He's not the all the stuff that came out is not not good for him.
Thoughts on I thought Jin's last name was Drama. Drews, what's your favorite slot machine?
That's my middle name.
Top Dollar
slot machine.
He asked Juice, but Jim, what's yours?
Oh, $100 Wheel of Fortune, baby.
Boom. And I like top dollar. Probably
I just got lucky on my
dollar.
top dollar, so that's why I can't really say it's my favorite, but I always play Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel
And
of Fortune,
Aria.
100. Yeah.
Aria, Wheel of Fortune, $100 in the high roller room. It's my machine, so you guys back off. Those are my wins in there.
The last time I played $100, Dude Luck and I both put 1,500 in. It's on his wife's YouTube channel. We did 3K, and we ended up doing like a 4-part mini series. And then we played Buffalo, and we ended up winning like 20 or no 40K. And we split that. It was crazy. Absolutely crazy. I watch and support you guys. I love it. Keep watching us if you can. I appreciate it. Any like, thumbs up, anything you guys do, comment, positive, negative. It always helps the algorithm. Sharing. I mean, I appreciate it. Positivity at all times is always the answer, no matter the trend. Facts.
It's almost like saying everyone makes mistakes at some point along the way. It's not like
See where we're at.
Our mistakes, right? Wolf Run.
Oh, hey, where's this game I can sign up for? Says Dude Luck. $1 super chat. Make sure you go check out his wife, Lady Luck HQ. That's the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll be starting our own NFT. Juicebox NFTs, baby.
I'll throw this up here because this is another good question. You know, do you know how Backyard and Little Pool Man got allocations? I think that's the surprise. I would agree with you there. That's a logical approach here. How they got that allocation.
I don't know if I can't really say if 100% of it is allocations from. I think a lot of it is they have to buy a lot of retail too. I think it's the same with like Plat. I don't think Platinum Cards gets that much allocation because they like when they opened Eminence Basketball last couple of years ago or last year, there was no way that they got that much allocation from Panini. I believe that a lot of that product that they bought was coming from the secondary market.
Yeah, I mean, or they have a person that used to have a card shop that did not want to lose their allocation that is still accepting stuff, and they're just selling it to Backyard at a reasonable amount. But that's a good question. I mean, a lot of these breakers, they have to get the product from somewhere, and it's either allocation or retail or something. So I agree with you with that. That is the surprising piece. That's very surprising because it's very like we try to get our own card shop, and to get allocation for our own card shop is like what we have to have a brick and mortar. We have to have this. We have to have that. We have to spend like $40,000 a week or some other crap like this. It's absolutely insane. So
to buy all the junk products and things like that. So
there's definitely something more to that for sure. The Steel City National Pack scandal is crazy. Definitely holding on to heavier packs to sell in their own breaks. It looks like to be that way. I could never dislike gin and juice. My man, thank you. I appreciate it. There was another breaker on loop charging $40 per silver pack, and he definitely weighed them. Oh, that's terrible. I watched him rip 30 straight packs, only had one foil. That's hard.
Wow, that is terrible.
I'm a Cowboys fan, but all the people that hate it pulling and gaining whole cars better not sleep on them. Hey, facts. Hey, we both think your girl Cat is way cool too. Hey, I appreciate that. She's amazing. Absolutely phenomenal. Juice, you need to start taking off your shirt. Hey, buddy.
I'm not sure
look.
I don't know if you guys want to see that.
Look, I'll tell you this.
The great white.
I'm Casper, the friendly ghost. I'm translucent. If you guys need a night light, just turn off the lights and I'll take off the shirt and we'll be rolling. But also you'll have to pay extra for that. Hey, unsavory hero. Facts, man. I appreciate it, man. See, this is the type of response, we're having a discussion and he's thankful to allowing us to, opening up and listening to all the options.
I respect your opinions. And then, as long as you show us respect for our opinions, it's what it's all about. Open lines of communication. That's how we grow.
let's see. This is my favorite YouTube channel. I appreciate it, guys. Juice over here looking like Kevin Owens, buddy. I need
He
that
is
haircut.
Kevin Owens.
I need a haircut and stuff. Hey, shout out to Jim, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember, but he got me the rainbow of Kevin Owens card from Transcendent, and it was beautiful, gold. I have them all. I'm gonna think about getting them framed. I really want a belt though. I could get the belt, a Kevin Owens signed belt, and put them on top of it. Woo, that'd be dope.
Yeah, the guy was not gonna budge on the price. I tried to get it.
Oh yeah,
He was like, he didn't want to like get on it. I was like, dang.
that's rough. But hey, I appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
Speaking of scams, I bought 6
Ooh.
blister boxes of hoops and a Recon hobby box. Ooh, I had a patch in every box, which is normal for blisters. Was it because I was a new buyer? No. So almost all blister packs now. Are you talking about blaster boxes or like the little square boxes? They should automatically come with a patch, guaranteed. So you should be good there. It's the autos. Like if you got a bunch of autos, then something was off. But typically, no one's resealing blaster boxes. Recon hobby box, you should have got an auto. I don't know if 1 or 2. I don't open up Recon.
Ooh, Recon.
One is marketing to a certain type of person, facts. The other is refined marketing to another type of person. Just my 2 cents. Chris Peterson, facts upon facts, my good friend.
Can't please everybody.
Love the beard, bro. Keep it going. Nick Foles says,
Nick.
try to find values up for these cars. Does a fair job. A lot of times the biggest hits come from China, but that's a theory for another day.
They do buy a lot of product. A lot. I mean,
they buy a lot.
You'll be surprised.
Off of eBay.
Oh yeah, all gets shipped to Oregon into the giant warehouse.
Yep, and then shipped to Oregon and shipped overseas, or stays there in their vault.
Look, I want to say this. I appreciate the people who tune in week to week. A lot of the names we recognize. Welcome to all of the new people. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for giving us a chance and listening to our awesome podcast, and hope to see your familiar names next week. But like Nick Foles, I think we've always seen him all of the time. So a lot of you guys, thanks for always being here. Sports Card Show. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for saying that, Drew. There we go. You guys think Pac-Man got his packs juice to help improve sales? Nah. I think if he got him juice, he was unknowing to it, and he just got bangers. So they wanted to promote it.
Nuts.
Here we go. I choose to spend my money with 3 or 5 different breakers through YouTube and IG. Same. I rather trust and form a relationship with the breakers. Same. But people can spend their money however they like. Facts.
Exactly.
Facts. Nobody should ever tell you how to spend the money that you are earning.
Yep.
Especially the government. Let's go talk about taxes. No, I'm just
Well, did you know now IRS agents will be carrying AR-15s? So remember, watch out for all of your $25 Venmo payments. If you don't, Uncle Sam wants it. He's going to come with his AR-15s knocking on your door.
Dude, my tax guy hates me. A lot of times they look like they should be in a frat party than opening cards. They're young guys, man.
Yeah. If that's their gimmick, that's their gimmick.
Oh, Andrew, I'm gonna let you reach out to him. See if he gets on here.
Oh yeah, I did mention that I would try to get him on here for something.
Make it happen.
Ooh, maybe we can open Spider-Man with him.
If he helps us find more boxes.
Oh,
because I'm still waiting on my Star Wars from him. Because remember, he told me to come back, and I came back, and he had nothing.
Well, he didn't get it from his supplier, so.
Well, his supplier needs to get it from his supplier so he can get it to me, because he's my supplier. Let's see. Nobody. Hey, this is. First off, can I put you in timeout?
Oh.
What did Backyard do? Backyard did nothing. We're just talking about the scams and the hobbies, and people brought them up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's just remember there's far more pleasant people in the hobby than negative facts. Meeting many folks on this holy grail journey. My man, speaking the truth. Speaking the truth. All right, let's get caught up a little bit more. Just like George Bush used to say, "Fool me once, shame me. Fool me twice, ain't gonna get fooled again." What song was that from? There was a rap song that made it was like a Lil Wayne song, I think, right?
I love our chat.
Ooh,
I did see that. I did see that comment.
okay, that's all
But
you.
it's gonna be. But yeah, hit me up. But I gotta sell a ton of shit if I want to buy that. Those things are expensive. I remember when I got the boxes at 700.
So I will say this: EA Card Shop. I don't know too well. You say it weighs their boxes to give you good boxes when you're a new customer, and gives you trash when you're a return buyer. All I will say is this: there is a thing with beginner's luck, because we all had it. We've all been accessible to it, and like profited from it or whatever we want to say about it. But in order to actually blame somebody, let's have some facts. So before we go off just saying stuff, have your opinion, but remember, back it up. If this is true, find me some proof.
Well, he does have a LaMelo card. I don't know if you have that one.
That is just a regular mosaic mellow. I'm good. But back to Pac-Man. Pac-Man is one of my favorite breakers. Facts. I like Pac-Man. Pac-Man's great.
Busy
Giveaways
guy.
just tell me they're making a ton of money. Yeah, there's no hiding that. It's breaking. They can't do it unless they're making make it big. 100%. I'm not denying that at all. I'm just saying, like, a lot of people do things a lot for money. And we all work. It's their job, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are going to hate Backyard for the end of time. Agreed.
I know. Yeah.
What they did will stick with them regardless. It's easier to hate them than give them love, but they absolutely made up for everything and more. Danny with shit. I love Vegas too. Well, come on in.
Well, shit, one. Get those dubs.
Let's see. Still City just moved down the street and changed their name. What? Oh, she just moved down. All they needed to. Nah. I think there's going to be a lot coming from it.
They should call them Brass City.
There's been rumors that they'd lost their tops allocation. With Fanatics coming in, it's going to shake up a lot of stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if some things come from it. A lot of times when things like this, I have a feeling that this is going to get a lot bigger for them. They need to address it sooner than later. And hopefully they have a team that identifies these with social listening and they try to get ahead of the curve. And that's one thing for you business owners out there. If you don't have someone in your business doing what's called social listening and finding out what people are saying about you on the internet for you to get ahead of things, I promise you it's something you should be looking into. Any small business. In your eyes, what's the best product under $100? No idea. No idea.
I mean, it's just at that point, it's just retail, I think.
Yeah, I would buy a pack of hobby basketball Prism and probably lose everything. Just saying. 100 likes and Jen will wink at you. Oof. There's no. When you come to Chicago, which food you going for first? Deep dish, hot dog, Italian beef? Well, since I'm a fat ass, probably the pizza.
Cake shake from Portillo's.
What the hell's cake shake?
They put a whole slice of cake in a milkshake and blend it up.
Okay, and I thought I was the fat ass.
Oh yeah, Portillo's, baby. We ate there last time in Chicago.
Did we? Was that?
Yeah, with Mojo, I think.
Oh, that's what we all were recording inside the place.
Yeah, we ate at the Portillo's.
Yeah,
those hot dogs are good.
Yeah, I like that place a lot.
Portillo's, baby. Cake shake. Get fat.
At the casino right now, world's largest apparently WinStar in Oklahoma. Yeah, they're massive. Oh, how do you feel about distributors weighing boxes to set up YouTubers? Oh, this is the same guy. I don't know, man. You gotta have.
I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
Weighing boxes is not as easy as you think. Now, individual packs, sure. Like one packers are probably a little bit easier, but a lot of times too with redemption card stock probably weighs heavier than an auto. So do you want to go lesser? I don't know, but I don't even know where to begin with that. Chicago is as good as I hear. Never been, and we were talking about the national next year. Yes.
There you go. No, a wink.
One star is dope. 100% agreed. Yo, here we go. Mr. Customs over here. A long time no talk. Do you guys think breakers doing tabs is hurting for the community? Definitely when they don't pay. I see some people run a 15K tab.
Listen. I've seen breaks. I've seen rafflers. I've seen people do tabs. It's
especially
all
with
on
Pokemon.
you. All on you. If you want to do tabs, that's on you. And if they run out on you and you lose the money, that's your own fault. Yes, they cheated and ran away, but that's why you got to be careful who you give tabs to. It's just like loaning money to your friends. You loan money to people, you shouldn't expect that person to return that money. But the good ones will. So whenever I loan people money, I don't expect it back. And then, the good ones will pay me back, and the people who wanted to steal from me from the beginning don't. And I know it. That's why I don't loan out money and give. And when people ask, I tell them very absorbent interest rates, and then they just go away. I tell them 100% a day, compounding daily. Everyone laughs, thinks I'm a scammer, and then they don't want to take my money. It's like, that's fine. But if you're in need, I'll help you out.
Here's Jen. Go ahead. Answer this question right here for us.
Oh yeah, they took the card back and then they paid me out what the value would have been, which was a 9. So I think I got like $75 back at the time. Thank God it wasn't like imagine if that was like a hollow Yenma that would have gotten a 10. I would have been $12,000
card.
Mad. Yeah.
Unsavory hero, no problem, buddy. This is what we're here for.
That's it.
Everybody has the right to say what they want to say as long as they're respectful about it.
Yeah, we can have discussions. And
NFT in sports will be licensed on what? EV? Oh, that's an NFT thing. Yo, Gin and Juice, come back to the Spartanburg card show. It was fun meeting you. We're gonna have to. Ooh, allocation doesn't matter anyways if they sell their breaks for more than aftermarket. I mean, but to sports card show's point, what he's saying is in order for you to get that product, especially that amount of product, you have to have a connection. That's where the allocation comes from. So it does matter. Allocation matters more than you know. Regardless of the fact that they're selling the product, that product is coming from somewhere and it could dry up. So they're either paying retail for it or they're getting it from a supplier. And if they're getting it from a supplier, then they're making even more money. Which is the surprise, right? Because typically in order to get allocation of that much product, you have to spend so much money and be such an established business. Can I purchase a PSA 10 LiAngelo Ball True RPA? I'll pay anything. Backyard sold me one for 2K. You can get some stained chonies and we can put it in a card and I'll sell it to you. Let me know, Dude Luck. Let me know. We got to have Dude Luck back on the podcast.
Yeah, we do. Ooh, what's your thoughts on Tatis?
Oh, poor Tatis,
and his cards.
Man. Poor Tatis collectors. I don't know, man. It sucks that he got called for that. I didn't really look at what type of PEDs they were. If it was like anything absolutely crazy or
some kind of a steroid, I forget, but he got like an 80-game suspension or something like that.
Yeah, that's like the base penalty for it.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be out for the entire season.
I think it's 80 games for the first offense, season for the second offense, and then a ban on your third offense.
Yeah, I think he's already got a broken wrist from the biking accident plus that, so he's going to be out.
Well, he was coming back. He was about to make a debut, and then they suspended him.
Yep.
It's crazy. I mean, overall for his cards, it sucks, especially if you're a Tatis holder. You already see some of his cards drop. I don't know how it's going to play in the long term. I'm not a baseball guy by any means. Mm-hmm. Good thing they got Juan Soto because that dude is on fire again.
Yep.
PSA or BGS? PSA.
You might see a shift.
OnlyFans coming in 2023. Yeah, Ludi's box.
Who says we don't already have one?
Upper Deck is rough for breakers. Can't even do until six months after if you want to keep. Yes.
Yep.
That
they have Upper Decks has the rules. Yep.
Oh, what pisses me off is breakers crying. The sales too cheap and they're making a killing. I agree with that. Breakers need to understand the risk.
I wonder if that comment comes from
Whatnot.
the whatnot video.
It has to be. Has to be because a lot of breakers on our end don't
Act
voice
like
that
that.
type of opinion, but I've seen it happen. I mean, anybody who's breaking, just as much as the buyer, it's just as much as the issue is on the buyer understanding what they're buying into. 100% on the breaker. If your product's not going to sell, you're taking that risk. If you're buying a box for already $50, $60 over, and you're trying to then make another $60, $50 on top of that, and your spots on a break are 5x more than what they should be, that's on you. 100%.
So, what do you think about a potential LaMelo Ball situation where if he doesn't sign the remaining redemptions?
There has to be something Panini's going to do legally. There's no way in heck that he cannot get away with not signing these redemptions. Because even though as much as we hate Panini and these redemptions, they only do it because they have someone on their contract because they're guaranteed to get those autos. Right. So if that doesn't come to fruition, something has to happen. And it sounds like his contract might be up soon, something like that for Panini. And regardless of the fact that your contract is up, you legally agreed to signing these. If he gets out of it some way, I think LaMelo Ball value on autos are going to skyrocket.
Keep my red.
I mean, I got a handful of them myself. So at the end of the day, I hope that's not the case. Because everybody who pulled a LaMelo Ball was only going chasing for LaMelo Ball and these expensive products. And if they're not getting these autos, that's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, last night I just got that Panini notification. 120 days waited for my absolute tools of the trade LaMelo. And it's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, let me wait another 120 days. See if this kid signs them.
Sucks. Car Collector 2 opened up 50 silver packs on his channel today and pulled one Herbert auto and 2 patches and a bunch of other stuff. With some dub packs too. Yeah, it's kind of hard to fully understand at what the percentage is, but getting 40 packs and getting nothing is crazy. Sports Card Show. The Panini rumor is too much a rumor. Fact. Why would Fanatics buy Panini, and why would Panini want to sell at a discount? 100%. No idea. 100% correct, but it was definitely a rumor that we heard. Why would Fanatics want to buy Panini? Because I think right now in the hobby,
well, I think for
Panini
for
is
Fanatics
top.
And Panini and Topps already have the infrastructure set up to print and manufacture these cards, or have all of the sourcing for it. So imagine it's like, do I buy a company that's already there doing it, or do I start from scratch and spend all of this money for the startup of it? So it might make more sense to buy.
And I think Panini, I think the flip side, yeah, why would Panini want to sell at a discount? Well, I think they're getting to a point where, like, what's their future going to look like? What's their future going to look like after they're no longer allowed to have these licenses? I think almost everybody here unequivocally will agree that if the card doesn't have a jersey on it or anything, they're probably going to move over to Topps where jersey and the licensing is there. Because that's what people want, in my opinion. I could be wrong, but I think Topps baseball outshines Panini baseball tremendously.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because of the licensing. So with them not having the licensing anymore on their products, that's going to hit hard. At least in my, anyway.
And who knows, they might not even sell, and Fanatics may just give them a licensing deal.
That'd be great too. Fanatics, hey, give us part of the licensing deal. You oversee quality control, but give us the licensing deal. We'll allow, or Panini gives them a licensing deal. Hey, you could use our National Treasures brand or whatever, right?
Please reset. when Fanatics takes over, please get it back to where it's like the product releases before the start of the season, so we don't pay out these overextended prices on product, because we already know who to chase and who not to chase.
Yep.
So I need a great reset.
Oh, what to invest? What's the best option? Personal boxes or group breaks? If you're looking to put money in sports cards, don't get into breaks.
Buy the
Buy
cards.
single. Yeah. Save up, buy the singles. Investing stuff. If I were you, I would invest in people and
If,
items that you want to be a part of.
if you want to
Like,
take a gamble, I mean, breaks cheapest way to gamble, but I mean, it adds up.
yeah.
I mean, you could run
Never
into a rabbit hole. I would never advise
personal
gambling
box.
like that
Yeah.
or personal boxes because it's just as bad as gambling. But I mean, we have a channel and we gotta give you guys content, right? You don't want us to see us open hundreds of retail boxes. So, but yeah, always buy singles if you can. It's the cheapest way to go.
Yeah. And if you did have to break, to Jen's point, you want to break a group, want to buy personal.
I like group breaks just because it gives you an idea of what a product's going to be like before you spend the $1,700 to buy that product and rip it yourself.
So this is what I would say to this. PSA still is the number one in market for value. So if you're sending your cards to SGC, hopefully you're not sending the high dollar ticket ones. You're sending the mid-range ones where a SGC 10 and a PSA 10 are pretty close. But you should always, before you send any card, you should always put in what you think the grade's going to be and also a grade under. So you can see what it sells for versus the same thing with PSA 10. So like, for instance, if you have a card, let's say LaMelo Ball, since we're talking about LaMelo Ball, and you send that into SGC and you think that card's either going to get SGC 10, 9.5, or a 9, I personally would be looking at PSA 9s and PSA 10s before I send that card in so I get an idea of what a PSA 10 is and an idea what an SGC is. If I don't think that value is close enough, and PSA is a lot higher, like hands down, noticeably higher, I would go with PSA. I would not send to SGC. That's how my approach.
PSA first for me, BGS second, and then everybody else is third.
Are you guys planning to go to any shows in Mexico?
Are there any shows there?
Not right now, but I mean, if there are, let us know. For sure. Is there a box case silver packs where someone can see the pattern if there is any? I think for silver packs, it's just weight. I don't know about pattern.
Yeah, they come in like a sleeve of a bundle of them, like 100 in a sleeve.
The answer is no.
No, never.
Oh no. True shirtless for 100K subs. Oh no.
I thought we were shaving your beard at 100.
No, we're not shaving my beard at 100. I was supposed to do some Misty thing at 100.
No. Oh yeah, twerking Misty.
I don't know.
If you guys want to see that, get us to 100K.
Yeah. Thanks for the content. Travis, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Left it up there for a second. Thanks, Travis.
Ooh, we are far behind.
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up, everybody. I know we're super far behind. I apologize. We'll probably be another 10, 15 minutes. We'll try to get to as many comments as we can. Let's see. Here. Ooh, here we go. Super chat.
Yeah, Rod.
Rod, what's up, buddy?
That's his new channel. Pokey Fishes. Yeah. Everybody go follow PokeDad.fishes.
And we get a dude luck from Meow. Shout out PokeDad Fishes. Go go follow, give him a follow.
Check out his videos. Good friend of ours, Rod, out in California. Show him some love.
Thank you for the content and Inside Gin and Juice. Yo, Sports Card Show. Thank you.
Thanks for always coming by, Sports Card.
Yeah. I think you're more knowledgeable than we are, my friend. I listen to some of your stuff. Appreciate it.
Most deaf.
Need to flock. Gin and Juice. We need more UFC. All right. We'll get it.
Well, like we said, with these products, we just want to find the right products to open. We just don't want to open any old product. It's got to be. Oh, we do have some UFC stuff that we did open.
I did. And I pulled a pretty dope card that it'll be in a vlog here pretty soon.
And some shorts too. Keep an eye out for shorts. Yeah, I did buy some those Hit Parade.
They're coming.
It's gonna be good.
We got about another week and a half, 2 weeks of content that we're putting out from National and stuff we did right around National, mixed in with some of the stuff that's coming out. Like I'm gonna record us opening up at some point tomorrow. If you're free, we have to rewatch the stream. But recording that Obsidian 12 box break is gonna be. Hopefully, I get something from it, baby.
Yes, sir.
I'm not your guy, pal. Oh wait, I'm not your pal guy. Wait a minute, isn't it? I'm not your guy, pal. Wait a minute, Nick, throwing around. I don't know what you're doing. Let's see. Your mic is fading in and out. It's probably because of me leaning back and everything else, but hopefully that's better. There's like a self-canceling thing, echo cancellation. Let me do that. There we go. All right, let's get back to it. We'll take a couple more, and then we're gonna head out because man, it's been a blast, but it's already been an hour and 20 minutes. Y'all are amazing. When I tell anyone in my family how much Natural Treasures is, they don't understand how. It's all right. A lot of people.
It happens. Yeah.
People still don't understand crypto, Bitcoin. People don't understand slots, gambling, poker, blackjack. It happens. Ooh. What set, in your opinion, gives the most bang for your buck instead of buying a box? But I'm new to this hobby. Ooh.
Chronicles, maybe?
I mean, you definitely, if you're looking to flip right away, I would buy a set right when it comes out, and Chronicles would probably be up there.
Spectra's pretty nice, but it's a little bit pricey.
Spectra's pretty nice. Prism Basketball is really nice if you can pull some stuff, or Prism in general. But it's
Prism, Select.
Yeah.
Those are kind of up there in price. Chronicles is probably the most like mid-tiered price where it's not too expensive.
Optic is iffy. Optic, if you get the right players and the right cards, Optic's amazing, but there's not that many pulls. Your percentage is shitty for a box.
Shout out to all of our Australian friends.
Yo.
Oh, it's kind of morning time over there. So
yeah, it's
either you're getting ready for work or hopefully you're at work watching us. Don't get caught.
That'd be kind of epic. I'm stuck with Select Retail, LaMelo Ball Redemption that I want to get replaced at this point. It would be great if you could actually hold on to it, but I get it, man.
Yeah.
Juice is a good guy. I just ran into him at Wasteland. Dutch, my guy. Dutch is a great guy too, man. There's a lot of good people in the hobby. Appreciate it, Dutch. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Silver Fox. Hey guys, what y'all think about the 86 Fair Black from Whatnot at Influencers Open and Live in the National? Fox was altered for sure. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. It stinks for the influencers, and I think, how do I phrase this? I think in general, people have this perception that an influencer, whatever we call an influencer, the amount of following they have, they must be an expert in the space. And 9 times out of 10, these guys aren't. So, like, for instance, there was a lot of influencers getting a lot of heat for opening that box and not realizing it. At the end of the day, that box is extremely old for what those influencers were opening up. And
they were just opening the packs. They
were just opening the packs. They probably never opened up that product before. So I think it sucks for the influencers, and especially the aftermath. What do you say, Joe?
They have nothing to do with it. It's not like they secured the product. You know, they just happened to be one of the people who were allowed to open the thing. And, you know, if you don't know, you don't know. Yep. If you've never opened the product.
Facts. Gin and Juice. What's up? What's up on Twitch? Should I go to the National next year and try to get Panini to sub me out for my Lone Ball redemption? Blue Shimmer. No.
They might.
I wouldn't.
But I wouldn't. Not with the Blue Shimmer. I'd try to get it.
Get that bad boy signed. Force them. Yell at them. Prism way hard to get pulls. Facts.
And quality control was shit this year. So
across the board.
Mm-hmm.
National saw your podcast. Yo, thank you. Facts. First time viewer and sub to the channel. George, thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Well, George, you came at the end, but we're thankful you're here. But with that, everybody,
we'll be here same time next week.
We'll be here same time next week. I hope you all have a good night, good week. Videos coming out. And yeah, until next time, we'll talk to you soon.
Deuces. Deep dab.
See Money, thanks, buddy. I saw your comment at the end. I haven't hit end broadcast yet. Thank you so much for all the great content. Well, thank you.